Gonna go with the checkered hat because obviously it's faster. Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name is Ryan Styles Harris, and in this video, I'm gonna show you what exactly happened at round 2 of the JCONCEPTS SUPERCUP series. It took us up to Hurd Raceway in Savannah, Georgia. So we're gonna do this video a little bit different today. I'm going to put a little bit of an edit here in just a moment of just a montage of some of the stuff that we got to do, sights, sounds, and attractions that we got to experience while we were at the track and around the track. And then I'm going to come back in just a moment and go through some highlights of my two main events in the two-wheel drive buggy and the four-wheel drive buggy. So hang on, we got to set this up. Do you guys like the cinematic stuff? I kind of like that stuff. Pull down these guys. Let's pick a color grade. What's gonna look good? Let's try this one. Try this one. It's close. I think I like this one. Yeah, that one looks good. Ooh, gotta pick the music. Let's see. So it's in Savannah, Georgia. Let's try, how about some country? Country sounds good. Ooh, this is one. I'm not a big country fan, but I really like this Bob Dylan cover. So I hope you guys like it too. Enjoy.
So swift, the rain falling in. Gonna see a movie called Gun-Good-Din. Pack up your money, pull up your tent and quit. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna go. Ooh-wee, we gonna fly down into the easy chair. We'll climb that bridge after it's gone, after we wait yesterday. Ooh-wee, ride behind. Tomorrow's the day that my ride's gonna go. Ooh-wee, we gonna fly down into the easy chair. The fruit that toots and a view that stings, the sky that cries and a bird that flies, the fish that walks and a dog that talks. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day that the bride's gonna come. Ooh-wee, we gonna fly down into the easy chair. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Ooh-wee, we gonna fly down into the easy chair.
So there's a little snapshot of what we got to enjoy while we were up there at that beautiful track. Got to visit the downtown Savannah area, eat some good food, have some cold ones. It was an all-around good time. So let's jump into what exactly happened on race day. So it was a little bit of a challenge. We showed up to practice on Friday, but the track was completely rained out. The weather didn't let up. And so I eventually called it, packed all my stuff up, went to the hotel, got some dinner, and then just waited until the following day. We showed up at the track Saturday morning. It was still a little soggy. The track crew did a phenomenal job at getting the track ready for us to go out and race because it was really soggy. After a few hours of prep time, they gave us an extended amount of practice so that we could get in some sort of idea where our cars were at and then get ready for round one of qualifying. Round one of qualifying, the track was a little green, but we were doing the best that we could with the information that we've gathered thus far. By round two, the sun had been shining on the track for a little while and the grip was starting to come up. I actually would set the fastest single lap for the 13.5 four-wheel drive class. Take that, AJ. And then in the two-wheel drive Indy buggy class, it was a little bit lighter of a turnout. We only had 2 full heats there. So I had some good clean runs in both round 1 and 2, and it set me up for the TQ in the two-wheel drive Indy buggy class. In the 13.5 four-wheel drive class, my buggy felt really good. I think that I was fighting both not being consistent enough with my driving and my setup just wasn't there 100%. I was having trouble with the car. It just didn't want to turn in. I had to fight it and really manhandle it to get it to rotate and just dive into the corner. I would eventually get it a little bit closer, but then just driver error up here kept me from exactly where I needed to be to get that to go as fast as I possibly could. So I'll keep this brief. We'll go ahead and I'll play some highlights from the two-wheel drive Indy buggy A main, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a second.
The 3, Brian Kessler. In the 2, maybe number 1 top qualifier. Indy two-wheel drive buggy, Mr. Ryan Harris.
Good luck, everybody.
Right, second running lap number 1, take your time. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. We are off and running. Left-hand side of the track. Ryan Harris. Very fast two-wheel drive buggy here this weekend. Nailed the setup in qualifying. Oh, man, he rolls it upside down there. And that's going to put Caslin out in front. Ryan Harris down to the number 2 spot. Clayton Jett trying to close in. Oh, they snag it up on the pipe there a little bit. Easy, guys, easy. Right-hand side of the track. Here they come. Oh, run off of the front. Down the front straightaway. Ryan Harris out in front. Zachary Schmidt in the number 2. Zachary from 6th on the starting grid up to the 2 spot. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Ryan Harris coming across the line 8 seconds ahead of Zachary. Zachary got a 5.5 second lead up on Ryan Caslin. We are 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go.
Oh, sorry.
Left.
3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Take tires. 15 seconds left to go. Harris with a 15-second lead.
Go!
Looks like we may have just had a pass for that number 2 spot. Ryan Caslin looks like he is transferred now and moved up into the 2. Zachary having a little bit of trouble. Ryan Harris going to take the race win.
So there you have it. A pretty straightforward just win there in the two-wheel drive buggy class. Felt good, got some good points for the series. Hoping to have a lot of the fast guys show up to round 3 so that we can have a little bit more eventful main at the next one. Moving along, jumping over to the 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy class. It was a good day. AJ and Patrick are both really fast guys, and so it was a lot of fun challenging myself to run against those two. I would beat one of them, each of them, in round 1 and round 2, but then I never had TQ. It was a little frustrating, but I was confident because I had the single fastest lap laid down in that class, in round 1 and round 2. So I knew that the speed was there. I would just have to drive and keep the car on all fours. So jumping into the main, it was a little tricky, and I was anticipating the track to go up in traction, but it really didn't. Because we had that late start in the day, the track had developed a groove, but the temperatures were also dropping, and it was a little bit humid in the air. So what ended up happening is the track developed a little bit of like a slickness to it in certain areas. So it wasn't as grippy as I was hoping it would be. And I made a setup change anticipating just the opposite right before the main. And it really didn't pay off. The car was a lot looser than I wanted it to be in the main, and my lap times reflected that. The fastest lap I had ran all day was a 32 flat, and the fastest lap I was able to get in this main coming up in just a moment was a 32.6. But it was pretty eventful towards the end of the race, so I'm going to keep this clip in its entirety because I think it's a pretty good race. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be back in just a moment.
On the tone in lesson 5. AJ Marasco going to lead them off over here on the left-hand side of the track in 13.5, four-wheel drive buggy. Speeds are going to start picking up now. These four-wheel drive cars going to grab some traction. Have our modified guys coming up next. AJ Marasco trying to hold up a charge here from Patrick Rossiter. Rossiter running that Schumacher. Marasco running the Associated. Followed by Ryan Harris, also in the Associated. There they come down the front straightaway. Marasco car looking good here in the early minute of this race as they come through the spine. Got a full 12-car main coming up next. Rossiter with a lot of speed through the middle section of the track. Pulls up on the back bumper here of Marasco. Marasco a little bit more speed through the fast sections of the track. Going to pull away here from Rossiter. See Rossiter can really back in as they're coming in through that tighter section. Oh, nosedive right into the jump. Or into the lander for Marasco, but keeps it going. About a 1 second gap right now on him and Rossiter, right-hand side of the track. Harris still keeps it down from our race leaders. Down the front straightaway they come. Oh, Marasco going to roll upside down, gets it back on all four wheels. A very favorable roll. Rossiter got a great line off of that double, pulled right up on his back bumper. Marasco pulling away a little bit. Marasco looking to have, it looks like a little bit more power in his buggy than Rossiter. Goes Rossiter through the spine. Trying to close in on the back of Marasco. Come up on the back of some light traffic here in just a moment. Wasn't sure, but it looked like Patrick had to really catch up through that forward-facing double. Keep running into the back of Marasco. Here comes Marasco now down the front straightaway, cross start finish line. 240 down, 220 left to go. Got some light traffic to deal with here. All white buggy. Giving our leaders some room.
Two minutes left.
Cross the start finish line he goes now for AJ Marasco, left hand side of the track. Hard into the dot there for Marasco, giving up some time. Luckily nothing broke. But it did allow Patrick to close it. Oh man, into the dot once again. They're side by side banging wheels. Marasco still going to hold on to that top spot. with a minute 15 left to go. Down the front straightaway, it's a drag race. Patrick got anything left in the gas tank here. Hurd Raceway through the berm. One tight in the corner. One goes wide to get the run. To the inside. They bump wheels again. Russell with a great pass. And Marasco takes it back away. Here they coming to the tabletop. Side by side. All over the back bumper here of AJ Marasco's Patrick Rossiter. Here they come down the front straightaway. Across the start-finish line. Left-hand side of the track. Single, holding up one upside down in front of both of them. Here, great job, racers. Here they come in through the barn turn. Rossiter got one more shot at it here. Oh, rolls it upside down for Marasco. That's going to give it now. Oh, Rossiter rolls it upside down. Oh, man, chasing the top there for Patrick. Going to marshal it himself. He's going to fall down to that number 3 spot as Ryan Harris now moves up to the 2. 5 seconds left to go. Oh, man, don't look like Patrick's going to get another lap. It's going to be no, he might not. He'll just miss it. Will not get another lap. So, AJ Marasco is going to take the race win. Ryan Harris going to come home in that number 2 spot. Harris closing in on the back of Marasco here on this final lap. He got a ball there from Marasco, and Harris is right there. Harris pushing hard up over the triple. Not enough to make it. Take it, give up some time. Marasco going to take the race win.
And there you have it. 1 second between me and AJ. I think that AJ was suffering some electronic problems, so I don't know how much of that played into the last few laps in that race. It probably had a big factor in it, but nonetheless, it was really exciting for me to hone in on my skills on the last few laps because I could see them and I was making progress. You know, right after Patrick had the unfortunate crash and kind of driver error on the second to last lap, it gave me a tremendous boost of adrenaline, and I was like, oh, let's do this. I was here and AJ was there. That was a pretty big gap. And then suddenly, fast forward to here, and I'm boom, right on his bumper. It was really exciting. I think I heard one of the people on the driver's stand waiting for the next race kind of gasp and go, oh my goodness, what is going on? So it was really exciting. And I'm hoping that we can have some good action at round 3 and round 4. It's going to be a good series. That's it for all the racing action I had over this weekend. It was all around a good solid weekend up at a good old-fashioned outdoor clay track. I hope that we have some more of those in the future. But in the meantime, I'm looking forward to round number 3 and round number 4, and I hope to see you guys there. And if I don't, then I'll at least make a video about it, and then we can both enjoy it here. So thanks for watching. Comment if you'd like to, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.